Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's day 629 of the Space mod. Stream is bugging. I haven't even switched off of the starting screen. What do you mean the stream is It just flashed. Why did it flash? What happened? I saw it. It is bugging. What the hell? I haven't even done anything yet. Usually I break stuff. Today it just broke itself. Amazing. To think we had the technology to just have programs break themselves now. We really live in the future. The audio keeps getting interrupted? That's not supposed to happen. Hello? Hold on. I don't want you guys to see me yet. You're not allowed. You're not privy to that. Hello? I haven't heard any audio issues? Good! Good. I think your mic is broken? Are y'all trolling me? What are you talking? Stop. You can't. I don't believe you. I can see the little thing. I can see the audio bar. It says I'm good. Alright, you can't. No. Good try. That's old news. Coming in here going, hey, I think you muted. Nah, that's old news. Anyway. Alright, welcome you guys. Welcome. We got more space mod today. I've been hooked non-stop working on this mod lately, and it's so much fun. Oh, look at that. There's an assault carrier behind me, just flying around. Look at that thing go. That was crazy. Alright. So, obviously I didn't stream yesterday. I almost did, but I decided instead to just work really hard on something that I don't think you guys would have been very interested in. Like, as you know, it's a lot of fun to introduce, like, big new ships into this mod. But taking existing things that are already in the game and then bringing them into the mod is kind of a lot less interesting. So I spent all day yesterday bringing the Saber into the mod because, I don't know, I think the Saber is really cool. And it's a vehicle that deserves to be in this mod. But, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, y'all have already flown the Saber probably 1,000 times, and it's not that interesting. Can't just show Cortana's feet on stream. Yeah, you have to zoom in for that. You gotta just zoom in really hard on her feet there, and then you're good. You're good. With them dogs away. I ain't putting nothing away, alright? I'm letting them hang. But yeah, what did I do yesterday? Why didn't I stream? Look down there. You see my little toy prop Saber? Look at that thing. That's crazy. How'd that get there? Oh man, it's almost like I spent all day porting the Saber to this mod. And by porting it, I mean I did the thing where where I painstakingly scaled everything down to 1/10 of its size. It took so long. It took so damn long. Guys, I'm not stupid. You can't just go, hey, you're muted, my friend. Oh, I can't see anything. You think I'm gonna fall for that shit? I got OBS, but I know what I'm seeing. Just come with me, though. We're going on an adventure. I'm inside the chair. Alright. Check this out. This is my Saber. That's right. Ignore the fact that there's a giant Spartan who just entered this thing. It's just a completely normal Saber. I swear, guys, this is just a completely normal and regular Saber. There's nothing to see here. Nothing weird going on. It's just all what it's supposed to be. Look, see, even the missiles and stuff. They all look the same. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am afraid to admit just how long it took to make this. Sabrio car. Yeah, actually though. Every effect, every engine effect, every weapon firing effect, every projectile, every impact effect, I had to duplicate them all and scale them down to 1/10 of their size and make sure that they actually look good. It took so long. And it was so tedious. But for as tedious as it was, and as obnoxious as it was to do, it was totally worth it. Because having the saber in this mod is awesome. I mean, like, how could I make a space mod in Reach without including the saber? And also, I gave it some extra effects so that you can see it from a distance. Look, there's a whole saber down there. Look at that. Look at that thing go. Yo, Steampunk Foxy with the $50 super chat. Thank you so much. I really fucking appreciate that. Wait, can I say that? Yeah, we're 9 minutes in, I can say. Normal saber. It is a completely normal saber. I mean, what about this looks weird? It looks just like I'm in the mission from Halo Reach. It's a completely irregular saber. It's not the size of, like, a person. But thank you, Foxy, for that huge $50 super chat. That's huge. What the hell? Appreciate it. How's a frigate going to destroy a saber? Probably the same way the cruisers are, with precision weapons. But the thing is, that's really cool about sabers. Oh my god, the music's so loud. The thing that's really cool about the sabers is that they're hard to hit. Like, they are hard to hit. Tip goal. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what to name the tip goal today, so it's just tip goal. Did you get missile lock on to the frigate? Yes. Oh, and I didn't do much necessarily, but I did do some upgrades to the Covenant cruisers. Don't mind the fact that right now the Saber feels a little bit slow. I'm still kind of tweaking its speed values to the best of my ability. But on the cruisers, you can now target engines individually, and you can target like the glassing beam part, the head of the ship. You can kind of see that if I switch around, you can see I'm targeting the different parts of the engines now. And what I want to do for the Saber, as well as the Seraph for the Covenant side, is I want to make it so when you are in these smaller ships, it's worthwhile, because while you're much slower, generally, you're going to be much more maneuverable, and you're going to be able to get precision shots much easier on locations like the engines. So I want to make it so that the engines on ships and things do significant damage overall. So if you're getting like destroyed by a little tiny fleet of Sabers, in the end they could theoretically do way more damage to the actual ships overall than, say, like a frigate blasting Mac rounds could do. Because once the shields go down on the cruisers and stuff, Sabers can fly in and just shoot right into the engines and deal crazy damage. Missiles no bounce off shields right now? They don't currently. Though I would like to have them bounce off of the shields again. I made it so the cruisers have like an insane amount of health now, so your little pecky peck bullets don't do that much. I also added, I upgraded the damage effects a little bit on them. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get to it because literally I'm so slow right now. Ow. Oh yeah, don't mind the fact that the shield effects on the Saber are a little wonky right now. I'll fix those later. But yeah, currently the rockets do in fact damage the shields. They don't just bounce off. But I would like to make them bounce off again. I think it's a cool feature. Demon with the $5, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So I picked up that kids meal for you. You wanted the 20-piece chicken nuggets with the Fraggle Rock toy, right? Yeah, that was it. That was it. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate the nuggies. You know, I've just been craving them lately. You know, I need them. Can I get that with the sweet and sour sauce? No, can I get that with honey mustard too? Because that, can we make that happen? Oh, it's so satisfying to do this. It still works pretty damn well. Getting the shields down takes a long time now. I upgraded the health quite a bit. Shields down. Ooh. Ooh. Still alive. The cruisers can take beatings now. Will we have Phantoms and Pelicans that can fly faster like they do in canon? I was thinking about that earlier. I'm very much debating whether or not to do that. The auto turrets can just throw clouds of bullets at the fighters, and you tweak fire rate and projectile speed for balance. Wait, stronger argument for auto point defense turrets. Frigates and ships will not be able to turn or aim fast enough on their own. Yeah, no, trust me, I would actually very much like to do that. Wait, what the hell? Oh, interesting. But yeah, I'd very much like to do that. I just don't know if the AIs will work in multiplayer, because this is going to be a multiplayer first mod. I'm sure I could do something where I make this a single player kind of campaign experience, which would make everything so much easier. But for now, I just don't know if they work in multiplayer in Reach. Demon, thank you for the 2. Sorry, all I got is Szechuan sauce. God damn, that's fine. You know, I'll take the Szechuan sauce, I guess. A couple things that I do want to do today, though, is for one, I'd like to improve the assault carrier slash super carrier. Currently, it's all right. It exists. It has cool engine effects, but it doesn't have any like weapons or anything. Another thing I want to do as well, as far as weapons go, is add weapons to the cruiser. Cruiser technically has weapons. If I fly the cruiser, where is it? Oh, I guess I'll turn my webcam on. Hello, everybody. It do be me. But if I fly the cruiser right now, where is it? Oh, wait. I don't think I have one on the map. Hold on, I gotta spawn one. That's not the right one. Holy crap. That's still not the right thing. There we go. Okay. So, currently, the loadout that the Covenant cruiser has is just these 2 big plasma cannons. And I would like to improve them a bit more, because, yeah, I mean, it needs a full suite of weapons. The Frigates already got a full suite of weapons, and obviously this needs it too. Hey, Piplub, thank you so much for becoming an 11-month member. God, that's actually wild. One more month and you get the full crazy-ass year badge. It's been wild and wacky. But yeah, thank you so much for that. Here's some money for your work. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it very much. You have the Sparrowhawk auto turrets by literally cranking up aim assist to the point that every shot, that it shot at everything in sight automatically. Really? Is it that easy? Maybe I'll just do that. Well, I'll have to switch things out into a 3-weapon system for that. Okay, I might have to just do that then. Hey, Demon with the 5er, thank you. What about a rapid fire wraith shot with 0 arc? Rapid fire wraith shot with 0 arc. I mean, that's pretty much like what I'm going for. Maybe not rapid. Well, it's not a bad idea actually. I need to redo the year badge tonight actually, now that I think about it, for all you guys in chat who have the year badge. I'm gonna do something unique for it. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I just keep getting distracted and doing mods and like taking care of other stuff instead. What did I do though? Oh, yeah, actually, since the last stream 2 days ago, I did upgrade the cruiser pretty substantially. Like I said, it has some enhanced damage effects, but although you can't see it, I gave it a really detailed physics model. And it can, I mean, it's pretty detailed. I guess I could just show you. It's not like perfect by any means, but let me see. Oh, I turned the webcam off the wrong scene, that's why. Yeah, let me show you. So hide that, hide the shields, and hide the cruiser models. This is what the physics model looks like now. So it's pretty darn detailed, which means you can kind of get up in these cracks and crevices and stuff. If you're in a fighter, you don't have to worry about really hitting big invisible barriers anymore. The whole thing is pretty darn good when it comes to its shape and size. So yeah, now you don't have to worry about that crappy, quick and dirty physics model that I always do, where it's like, I just take the whole ship and convex hull it and it turns into a giant blob with massive areas extending outwards. So yeah, that's a lot better. And what else did I do? I was doing this on stream yesterday, but the stream crashed. But I did the same thing for the assault carrier slash super carrier. It also has the same treatment. It's got a whole physics model suite of relatively detailed physics shapes. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. It's good enough. You won't really be running into any invisible barriers when you're flying around this thing. You should generally be pretty safe, and you can, like, you know, fly through this whole area here in the middle if you want to. I do that in the Saber sometimes. I did it a lot yesterday when I was doing testing. It was really satisfying. Hey Demon, thank you for the $5. I have a feeling my new computer is going to be so good that I can use VR chat and a green screen. Wait, and a green screen room and use that as a VTubing program? Oh, definitely. Definitely you could. Oh, I just realized I didn't mirror this, though. I have to fix it. Oh, that's much better. Now my super carrier is better. But yeah, so what I basically... Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today, so if I suddenly just, like, pause and have to be like, what the fuck was I saying again? Yeah, I apologize. I'm just, I've been a little scatterbrained lately. But yeah, now that the Saber's good, now that we have a pretty damn good working frigate, actually, and are moving on to the Covey ships, I might be doing a playtest soon. The Salt Carrier's physics model looks much better. Thank you. I appreciate it. It took a little bit of time. It's just tedious. It's not like hard work, but it's really tedious. So I try not to do that stuff on stream so that you guys don't have to sit there and watch me do, like, literally the most boring content ever. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing some Covenant ship stuff, because the quicker I can get the Covenant ships up and running, the quicker I can do a playtest and get some awesome gameplay and footage. It's possible you'd add a plasma lance, maybe a Spartan laser colored purple on a continuous fire for 5 seconds. Yeah, so I am adding plasma lances. In fact, we're doing that today. So refresh. Where's the cruiser? Here's the cruiser. Needs to be improved. Like I said, plasma blasts, pretty damn cool, but not what I want them to be. Agent Redacted with the 2, thank you so much. Rejected, hi, hello, hello. And Demon, thank you for the 2 lately. Alright, listen, I'm always scatterbrained, alright? I'm an ADHD person. It'd be like that sometimes. But, you know, I can't help it. I was just born this way. I get distracted by stuff. It do be how it do. That said, though, I do not want to get too distracted today, because we got some cool-ass plasma lances. Could do pulse weapons as point defense for the Covenant cruiser. I think the Phantom from Long Night of Solace uses that weapon. Pulse weapons as point defense. Why are you ADHD? Why not just focus forehead? You're right. Why didn't I think of that? I should just be focusing instead of having ADHD. I'm so dumb for that. I'm so dumb for that. You're right. You're right. Okay, first and foremost, let's improve these plasma cannons, because I'm going to be honest, I think they look really cool. I literally ripped them off of the Corvette from Campaign. They have these massive space laser beam things that look super cool. Very plasma-y, intimidating, and like orbital class in the sense that they're absolutely massive. But, you know, they could be better. So basically what I want to do with these is just copy over, like, the Saber's missile weapon, right? Where it's all cool and tracks and everything works really good. And then that way these just will track onto targets very easily. And then I want to add the plasma lance, which is basically just like a giant space laser, like a precision weapon. And I think that should be pretty nice. And then I do want to add a third weapon, but I don't know what I want to do yet. Maybe like photon torpedoes. Oh, it's such a satisfying noise. Demon, thank you for that $5, by the way. Appreciate it. Can you transfer weapon tags from 3 to reach? Because you already have the locust beam. No, it would probably be faster just to make a big beam weapon from scratch. The locust beam looks good, but it relies on tons of assets that are only in Halo 3, and I'm pretty sure many of the tags, like projectile and weapon and stuff, are so different that it would just break and crash the game if I tried to load them in Reach. Damn, he looks rough. Everything all right, man? No, man. Been working on this mod for weeks. Oh, I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. I'm good. An agent, thank you for the 5 or 2. Rejected, any chances of you showing those pics and videos now, seeing as the stream went down last time? Yeah, I can show them in a little bit. If you would like. I don't know. Listen, I just want to say, for the record, agent, it's very bold to go onto somebody's stream and be like, hey, I send you pictures of my project. Can you show your entire stream audience my project just because I asked you? I'm just throwing it out there that maybe that's a little bit of a bold thing to do. Wait, I need to put this up higher up on the peanut. There we go. So waiting for the ship interiors? Unfortunately, this mod doesn't really have much of a place for ship interiors. Now that I think about it, though, I'm pretty sure there's ways to shrink down Spartans to like 1/10 scale and then just like reduce the like jump height and walking speed as well. I wonder if I could do that. Can I do that in... Is that a thing I can do? Can I object scale all players to 1/10? Like, not change the actual assets. There's a trick that I could do where essentially I use a map script to just be like player scale 0.1 and then just make it so the jumping height and walking values are like 1/10 as well. That might be possible. I'll have to see. Let me see. Phoenix, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Third weapon should launch grunts at them. It's a good idea. Just orbital space grunts. You have the UNSC that have their Mac cannons firing like giant tungsten rods at like a percentage of the speed of light. Meanwhile, the Covenant, they don't have time for that. They just launch grunts at a percentage of the speed of light. Deals incredible damage. This is a grunt I'm firing. That's satisfying. Darksteel, thank you for the 5. If I were to go back in time and revive some of your long deprecated mods like Reach Extinction 2, would you post those on the workshop and redo it all? Well, unfortunately, it's just not possible anymore. At least I don't think it is. And honestly, like, as fun as those mods were, for their time, we can do so much better than that. We can do so much better than those mods. Like, I feel like a lot of my old mods were regarded as like cool and interesting because we didn't have mod tools and I was really just like riding it by the seat of my pants. And it was like a big part of the cool factor was like, holy shit, this game, like it's so hard to make mods like this. This guy has like the fucking mad tiz and is just spending all day working on these mods. Like, it's crazy. Why is he doing that? So I don't know. I'm probably gonna, yeah, exactly. I'm redoing Extinction anyway, so. Agent Redacted, thank you for the 2. Will these ships have AI, by the way? Well, they currently do. I mean, I don't know if I'll have AI ships in the multiplayer mod, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm very tempted to make a campaign/firefight version of this, where you can kind of like switch ships and like go into the hangar and stuff. Like every wave, you can like dock back at a hangar and like get out and it'll teleport you inside, and then you can like switch ships if you want to and like get upgrades and stuff. I think that'd be kind of fun. But that's probably the only thing I would do AI for. Right now, all the AI are just for testing. Speaking of which, where did they all go? Well, there's a cruiser down there. And where did the assault carrier go? Hello? Assault carrier? I see all 4 cruisers. Did the assault carrier just fucking die? Like, hello? Oh, it's all the way up there. It looks so tiny. Look how far away it is. Random Hitman, thank you so much for that 7. Appreciate it. Rejected, do you plan on adding Kamikaze AI and Space Banshee/Phantom AI? Would be a neat addition. Also, I'd love to see flyable longswords too. I'm still debating it because for the mod, it's very much gameplay first. Like, obviously, the fact that you can fly these ships is an extreme cool factor, and that's very important. But on top of that, I have to decide whether or not I want to add a bunch of tiny ships, because it's going to be like, okay, well, I add all these tiny ships, but like, why? Like, is there going to be a really good purpose for it in gameplay? And currently the excuse I've come up with to make sure that ships are in and have a fun and interesting role is that while giant ships can deal large portions of damage to each other, the fighters will be in their own way able to deal large amounts of damage because they can target weak points on the ships. So even though like I could launch a Mac round and decimate a cruiser in a decent amount of time, and it's going to be fighting back at me, if I had someone on my team, say, in a Saber, and they were going right behind this Covenant cruiser here, and they got up in its engines and started firing in on the engines, or at the, like at the glassing beams section, then they could deal an insanely high amount of damage because those are weak points on the ship. And honestly, yeah, the Saber works really well for that role, and I'm happy with it. Obviously, the Covenant are going to get the Seraph as well. It is very tempting to add, like, the Longsword, just for the sake of, like, there is one and it's cool. So I might just do that, just because. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. For now, I want to focus on the big ships, because, you know, we already have a Saber. And it's a really, really cool and good space vehicle. And that's good enough for me, for now. But I'm not gonna lie, I always have this, like, intensive itch to just make long swords. Agent Redacted with the 2, thank you very much. Also, Forge version, will that be? I don't know if I'm gonna do Forge on this map. I suppose I might as well. But the map's gonna be pretty heavily scripted around a specific game mode. But that's not to say that you couldn't do Forge on this. I could do it, just so you can mess around with ships. Demon, thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Do not shout out my non-existing channel or you'll get a world of pain. Alright, man. Chill, bro. Chill. Relax. I won't shout out your non-existent channel. I was going to, but now I won't. There's no way he's putting in the max stations? Probably not. Well, probably not, yeah. Could be kind of fun, though. I love just seeing the tiny little Saber in the distance. It's really nice. I was actually so worried that by shrinking the Saber down to this scale that the model was going to look bad, but it actually had no issues that I can see at all. All the damage states still work and everything. I hooked them back up. So if I ran into this wall really fast... Okay, I mean, a little bit faster than that. The shield effects, I'm now realizing need to be turned down. They're really big. But, you know, we'll get there. Gah. Toss a geosync station in there. For decoration, yeah, I would love to put those in for decoration. Actually, this map is in major need of decoration. The only thing on the map is a super carrier currently, and a bunch of, well, not even a bunch of, like a couple asteroids. The map itself needs some cool scenery to it. It needs, for one, more asteroids, maybe laid out in like an asteroid belt. It's good for cover and stuff. And 2, space stations. Big space stations. I really, really wanted to add the station above Reach. God, I'm blanking on its name. God, what is it called? We were just talking about it. I'm blanking, but you know the one I'm talking about. The one from long... Yeah, Anchor 9. Yeah, Anchor 9. Like I said, I'm scatterbrained. But yeah, I want to add Anchor 9 really badly. Dude, for the record, one time I forgot my best friend's name mid-conversation in middle school. It was really weird. Shit just happens. Demon, thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate it. Forge is not needed for this. The only thing that Forge could be used for is spawning AI and playing with yourself. I mean, by yourself. It wouldn't hurt to just fill out the Forge list, you know? Make a super speedy monitor, add the ships to the vehicle menu, and, you know, call it a day. Might as well, right? Just give people the option. It's not really much extra effort on my part. I literally just fill out the Forge list, add a couple of strings, and done. Nande, thank you for the 5 or 2. How about making one of the big ships spawn AI small ships like Space Banshees and attack? So when it comes to the firefight mode, that's exactly what I want to do. That is exactly what I want to do. I think it'd be so fucking cool. I kind of want to add the Pillar of Autumn today. What do you guys think about that? I feel like adding the Pillar of Autumn would be kind of fun. It's been sitting down here. I mean, I really want to add the Spirit of Fire as well, but like, I feel like I should really take things one ship at a time. It's debatable. It's debatable. I still probably should be working on the cruisers. All right, how about this? I'll work on the cruisers' weapons, and then I don't know, man. I really kind of want to do the Pillar of Autumn. Yeah, let's do the weapons. So right now, like I said, the cruiser has these little plasma weapons, but while they look cool, they don't really function. So what I'm going to do then is we are going to get... Let me open everything up. Hold on. Tags, objects, vehicles. So basically what I'm going to do is clear out all of my open tabs over here in Foundation, and I'm going to go into the Covenant Cruiser, my little small Covenant Cruiser. Cov Cruiser small. And I'm just going to swap out the weapons real quick. So let's open that. Hey, Phoenix, thank you for the $5 too. Appreciate it. What if you added in hero ships that you can unlock after getting so many points? Yeah, I'm sort of debating doing stuff like that, where like at the start of the game, everybody's kind of crammed into like sabers and seraphs, and there's like one available frigate or corvette or that kind of thing. And then as time goes on, they more and more get unlocked, and then it like evolves into this massive scale battle. I'm like I said, I'm still kind of debating it. I just want to get the combat good first, and then making a variety of custom game modes with like interesting ways of unlocks and things will be something I'm definitely open to. All right, but basically what I want to do to start is steal the weapon from the Saber, the missile weapon, and I want to add that to the Cov Cruiser small weapon. And this will be Cruiser, what should I call it? Cruiser... Let's call these Plasma Torpedo. Alright, the official thing now is the Cruiser Plasma Torpedo. Whoa, Demon, thank you for another $5, man. That's just Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2005. I mean, hey, it's a good-ass game. People are still shocked to this day that that gameplay style has not come back. Which is insane. And the fact that it hasn't come back is wild. Is there another sound that I can use for this? There's vehicle saber missile locking. Is there something like that for the Seraph? Maybe the Banshee? Space Banshee? Maybe not. That's fine. I'll deal with all the intricacies of it later, but for now, what I want to do is switch this up so that it's got a cool weapon that fires cool stuff. So we are not going to be firing saber missiles. In fact, although I do need to open them. In fact, we will be firing big ol' plasma thingies. So we'll go into the cruiser small weapons, and it doesn't exist. Alright, time to copy the projectile. Corvettes cannon round goes all the way back into my folder. Have Anchor 9 as a spawn point with a ship and fighter stock. I honestly think it's a great idea. I really do. I just have to find a way to get Anchor 9 into the game without it like exploding. I have to like manually split the model up. Wait a minute. Can I might be able to do that. We'll see though. Anyway, Cov Cruiser small weapons. And this will be called Corvette cannon round. I'm going to call it Cruiser cannon round. That's right. I'm changing reality just like that. I noticed your missiles hit shields just as effectively as machine gun rounds that don't bounce off. Is that intentional? It was not intentional, but kind of like it. I don't know. I still haven't made a final decision on whether or not the shields should be specially unaffected by certain things. Because the UNSC don't have shields on their ships. So it's kind of like, it's honestly kind of difficult to decide how I want to handle the shields, because I don't want one team to just have like a major advantage over the others. Let's see, can track behind itself, Robotron steering notifies units. Can track behind itself, Robotron steering notifies units. I'm trying to copy over all the values right now from that make the missile lock on, so that's what I'm up to right now. Okay, air damage range. Okay, guided angular velocities are all set to 60, so I'll put that in. 60, 60, 60. Acceleration range, it's fine. Target leading fraction 0.5 and 0.5. So this will make our plasma missiles basically track good. This make it track good. Well, it looks like the missiles are supposed to bounce. I think my materials on the cruiser shields might just not be set up correctly. Let's see. Do the weapon be working good? Well, in a sense, yeah. But now it's basically a glorified saber missile. So we got some adjustments to make here. For one, the firing effect is completely wrong. It needs to be using the Corvette cannon firing effect. And the damage response for firing damage should be this. The firing rider damage, which I guess doesn't even really matter, should be that. And so now we fire it again. Jesus. And then the other thing that I needed to make sure of was where it fires from, which is primary trigger. I think this uses secondary. Yeah, so primary trigger is where those will fire from, so now it should fire from the sides. And then obviously it fires way too many. I wanted it to fire, I think, 2 plasma torpedoes at 1 round per second. Those do sound very powerful and meaty. And I kind of like that. Let me try refreshing and see if I can't fire upon another ship with this. Let's see. Obviously, it still looks like I have the saber HUD, which is a little weird, but whatever. Ooh. Oh! That's pretty fucking cool. Okay, but clearly they're not doing very much damage, which is a problem. So we need these things to do significantly more damage than they do currently. And I think I might actually slow them down. I think they might be a little bit fast. I'm going to give them half the speed that they're at right now, because for as beefy as these are... Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Yeah, now though, they really do like no damage at all, which is a problem. They do Corvette cannon round damage effect, which is... I don't even know how much damage that does, but I'm going to fix that real quick. So, Covenant, Cruiser Small, and Phoenix, thank you so much for the $5. Appreciate it. Would you give the UNSC 1 to 3 weapons that can deal extra damage versus shield? I think that's a good idea, actually. I think I'm going to make, like, the machine guns the ideal way to take shields down. But then again, the Mac is, like, an all-around good weapon. So... I'm not sure, actually. Alright, so how much damage does this do? It does 250 damage. But the cruiser has 25,000 health. So this is doing, what, 1% damage? What if I make it do 10% damage? Ooh, shields are down. I lied. Alright, what's the deal here? Plasma, radius, detonates explosive. Oh, transfer damage always uses minimum. I hate that flag. Still not doing absurd amounts of damage yet. So I think the other thing I have to change on it then is not just the detonation damage, but the impact damage here. Which... Wait, this is... Cruiser cannon round, Corvette. Okay, so I just need to do that then. Ooh, now we're doing damage. Ooh, shields are down. Oh shit. It's curving back around. Shields recharged a little bit. I gotta adjust those shield recharge times. Oh. Shields are down again. Oh, those are some evasive maneuvers, and they're working. Shit. Give it time for its shields to regen. The cruisers are not very maneuverable. Gotta get the second. Oh, there we go. Now we're dealing some damage. This thing's not looking so hot. Nice. That's pretty cool. Okay, these weapons already feel a lot better. I do need to change the HUD, because, like, obviously this is a very UNSC HUD. Does not make much sense. So... You know what I think I'll do, actually? I'm gonna take this exact HUD reticle, like... You see how it kind of, like, does this thing where, like, the arrow goes when you aim up and down, and it makes, like, it has, like, the tracking diamond and everything? I'm just gonna take this same HUD, more or less, and just adjust it to be more Covenant-y. Hey, yo! Drunk Frodo, thank you for gifting those 2 memberships. Thank you so much. Elijah Andrews and Carpath, congrats on getting gifted those memberships. That's awesome. And another one! Thank you, Drunk Frodo. Step Bro got it. Nice. And these are some really powerful cannons. I might have to nerf the damage a little. Like, just being behind a ship with these is causing insane amounts of damage. Like, this cruiser is getting dominated. Nice. Nice. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Now, let me adjust the HUD reticle a bit, make it a little bit cooler. And then... Excuse me, so sorry. And then, I want to move on to making a really cool plasma lance. Explosion effects are sick. I know, all I did was I ripped this projectile straight off the Corvette. I should probably tweak them a little bit so they don't look as insanely large as explosions. Like, just, you know, tone everything down in scale a little bit, because I feel like they're probably a little bit too big. Maybe make them like half as big. And then it should be pretty good. But, let me see here. We'll close out of this. Cruiser damage is fine for now. The weapon itself, though, the plasma torpedo, it uses a HUD directly ripped off the Saber, V-Saber missile HUD. And I'm gonna take that away. And we're gonna mess with it a bit. Coming in, cruiser small weapons. V. Cruiser. Torpedo. Alright, so here's our cruiser torpedo HUD. I've actually enjoyed quite a bit messing with HUD stuff in Reach, because what I realized after messing with it a bit is it's basically the same thing that I always do in Halo 3, but you can just kind of see what's going on, sort of. It's not perfect, mind you, it's honestly kind of bad, but at least you can get a feel for what things look like on certain areas. Most importantly, though, is the crosshair on here. Crosshair needs to be fixed. So widget collections, crosshair, bitmap type. So there's two I need to do here. One is crosshair, the other one's crosshair red. So I'll do crosshair. We're going to check out. So it's right now using the HUD vehicle reticles bitmap. So it's using that crosshair, I guess. Some crosshair in here. Bitmap preview, sequence. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of them in here. I can choose my pick, whatever I want. There's a whole bunch of them. Some cool ones. For sure. I could try just regular weapon reticles. Wait, can't you use the Seraph HUD or Banshee one? Yeah, I could. But for plasma missiles, I'm not sure what I would want to use. This one's pretty cool. I think it's the Shade Turret. But that's not really missile-y. Ooh, that one's... Banshee Bomb is kind of cool. Let me check out not only HUD vehicle reticles, but HUD regular reticles. Let's see what we got here. Really basic plasma stuff, nothing too crazy. Spartan laser, grenade launcher sword. That's just a circle. What is that? That's the missile pod. Needler. That's the goobity goop. That's a line. Fuel rod, gravity hammer, another line. That's the scrum bump bump dump. That's unhanded. That's the tracking reticle for the saber. It's a dot. What's this? This could be good. 31. Oh, it's for the plasma caster, I think. The plasma caster would be good for this, actually. Let's do 31. That might look good. Oh, and then I gotta do mirror both axes. What? That's not right, but looks pretty cool. Let me move it. What's the placement? What the hell? Okay, widget origin 2. No. -2. -2. Well, that almost got it. Sort of? Okay, so 0.95 might be the sweet spot for this. That looks pretty decent. Sort of. I don't know what that semicircle there is. Let's see, when I lock onto a target, does it turn to the other reticle? Oh, it does. It turns red on the other reticle. Okay, so basically I just gotta do the same thing, where I take HUD reticles at 31, and then put that in the red one, and then it's 0.95 on the widget origin. Okay, let's do that, and then we should be good. We should be good to go after that. Render type crosshair, boom, 31, and then 0.95. And when I lock on, oh, and then also mirror. There we go. Oh, I need to know where that semicircle is coming from. There's this locked red diamond. Is it reload meter? Is that the reload meter? It is. There's a reload meter. That's interesting. do kind of like the reload meter. What if I took the reload meter? Ooh, I have an idea. Check this out. Reload meter. Mirror horizontal. Unlock, unlock. Whatever. We'll do mirror. We'll do the reload meter red as well. I kind of like it. It's a little cursed because I gotta move it, but now it's -1. Oh. Oh my god, what have I done? There we go. That was all I needed to do. Okay, so I just need to set that value to 0. Hey, Redstone YT, thank you, thank you, thank you for the 1. Plasma torpedoes, the doom of anything organic. Yeah, I'm sure anybody gets hit by it, it'll be fine. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Why is this one? It has such clean values, and then the default one is just, it's like a hellish nightmare. What is happening here? Where did this? This is a monster. All it needs to is 0.9 and -1. Not gonna lie though, it's a little bit messy as far as crosshairs go, but could be worse. Come on, lock on, lock on. Yeah, I take it back. This is a good crosshair. It's a little bit messy looking when the tracking diamond is in the middle, but now it looks pretty good. Okay, now I just need to remove the thing that says missiles online, because, I mean, yeah, obviously it's a bit weird. Brackets, spinny circle. Okay, brackets, missile online. Actually, I might just remove the brackets altogether. Having the side brackets with all the extra, well, I don't know, I do kind of like it. Did you try the plasma launcher reticle? I think this is the plasma launcher reticle, but it's like added on with a bunch of stuff. Okay, we're in the brackets. There's the crosshair. So there's missiles, which I need to straight up delete. Yo! Lieutenant Tanuki, thank you so much for the $5 into the tip jar. First tip of the stream. The tip goal is now partially green. Thank you. As someone who was hit by a plasma torpedo yesterday, I can confirm I'm completely fine. Wow, that's really cool. so happy for you. I mean, if you say you're fine, then you're fine. You know, all these people saying that plasma torpedoes would be hard to deal with, like, I don't know. I think they're just exaggerating. They're being hypochondriacs. It's probably fine. Let's be real. There's nothing wrong with that. This is a decent HUD for now. It's messy in the center, but... Oh, wait. You know what would make it better, though? If I just went into the crosshair and removed that little diamond. Interior diamond, hide when locked. Scale. Wait, widget origin 500. Okay, now it's gone, but if I now track onto a target, will it come back? This is the real question. Perfect! Now it only appears when I lock on. It's not just sat in the center. Nice! Demon, thank you so much for the $5, man. You should make the base color of the Cubby vehicles purple, UNSC blue, and banished white if you add any banished ships to this. Base color of the... Oh, I don't plan on adding any banished ships in this. I'm just going to make this kind of like... Battle for Reach type thing. But what do you mean, like Halo Wars, where they're just like they have team colors? Is that what you mean? Ooh, I heard that. I heard that. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. I can't help but just keep doing this where I'm getting into these ship battles because it is really satisfying. Oh, I see. Thank you for the 2 demon. You meant a HUD color. The HUD color is actually going to be slightly green for the Coveys because the HUD color comes from whatever species you have, and by default the species is blue for UNSC and like a greenish kind of turquoise for the Coveys. Or is it purple in Reach? I forget. I think in Halo 3 it's like a greenish turquoise. I don't remember. I think it's also greenish turquoise in Reach, but I might be mistaken. I will say the cool thing about these is that like these missiles, they can easily miss. And on top of that, if you're in a frigate, you're a smaller target and you can dodge them a bit easier. So while they do pack a pretty significant punch, you could theoretically dodge out of the way of these. That said, what do I want to do next? The thing I wanted to do, I do want to get to the plasma lances. We'll get to that. It'll start melting lasers through everything. But the other thing I wanted to do... What was it? I was just thinking about it. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, I want to quickly change the reload time on it. It reloads insanely fast. Let's see, does that fix it? That's a bit better. It was just really short before. You can kind of see the HUD reticle. There's like this little recharge circle there. It'll be interesting to tweak those values. It's still the most gorgeous skybox I've seen in any game. It is really nice. This is a beautiful skybox. Spam Laws with the 631. Thank you so much for the tip. Appreciate it. Also, for those of you guys who don't know, quick shout out. Tips go 100% to me, while Super Chats, YouTube takes 30% of them. There's a link in the description if you feel like being generous. I haven't said it in a while. Sorry for selling out. Anyway, Spam Laws, thank you for that tip. Appreciate it. Tip for tip goal. I appreciate that. The tip goal that I couldn't think of a clever name for appreciates it as well. You want to adjust shield regeneration rates? I do want to do that. Thank you for reminding me. I don't even remember what they're set to off the top of my head. So the shields only get stunned for 4 seconds. I'm going to at least do 8. And make it take 15 seconds to... well... make it take 20 seconds to fully recharge. No, you know, I'm going to make it stunned for 10 seconds. Consider adding an Anchor 9 for the Long Night of Solace? Yeah. I'd like to do that. I think I might be able to do it. It's just, it's got so much detail packed into it that it's going to be an interesting process to get it in. Rejected has never modded Halo 4 yet. That's actually not true. I have modded Halo 4. I just didn't like it very much. Hold on, give me 1 second. My ear is bothering the hell out of me. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I went and got some delicious oil. It's true. It's true. Now then, how do we want to do this? Tweaked the shield values a little bit. These are looking pretty good. I guess it's about time to do the plasma lens, yeah? I could probably add, like... What if I did it like a cent? No, I should probably do it like the Spartan. No, because the Spartan laser kind of like shoots individual shots. What if, for the plasma lance, I made it basically be a sentinel beam? That's not a bad idea, right? Like an instant traveling laser. Focus rifle. Oh yeah, focus rifle would be a good start. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Let me try that. Let's let me do that. So I will add a new weapon. I'm gonna close all the HUD stuff because I'm done with it for the time being. Add a new weapon onto this. It'll be rifle, focus rifle. Copy it into the vehicles folder for the Covenant Cruiser weapons. And this will become, what should I call it exactly? Plasma Lance. Name is subject to change. It's basically just the beam. But yeah, so I'm going to clear the model, make it a extension of parent, which means it pretty much just exists on like vehicles and stuff. And then I need to delete all attachments. Do I crash? No, it actually works. It's a good start. That is a good start. But I want it to fire from the front, so let me check Blender. Let's see, where do I want it to fire from on the ship? I think I made a thing for it. Primary trigger. And okay, so I want it to fire from secondary trigger. Oh! Hey, Lieutenant Tanuki, thank you for that 138. I missed it. I appreciate that. Into the tip jar. Much appreciated. I just wanted to set the cents part of the goal to 69. Nice. Now we're at 1269. I'll take it. And see Brando, tip $3. Thank you very much. Tips for the tip god. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. Can I zoom with this? No. Okay. Doesn't make much of a firing sound currently, at least not one that I can hear. Make it secondary trigger is where it fires from. And let's have it not overheat quite as fast. I'll just reduce it a bit. Although it still seems to be firing from the wrong spot. Should be firing from secondary trigger, which to my knowledge is right here on the front of the ship. Oh, right, because the effect itself is not... So the firing effect... Damn! What? Shit! The Welshman tipped $54! Thank you so much, that Welshman. That's a fucking huge tip, man! Bringing us up to 69.69. Of course. That's literally like... I swear that's the only reason people fucking tip in this chat. They're just like... yeah. It's cool to like, you know, support a creator or whatever, but 69. Like, God damn it. I really appreciate that though. Thank you so much. Had to do it to make it perfect. Yeah, well. Watch, somebody's gonna tip $1 now. They're gonna be like, nah. No, we can't let it stand. We can't let the perfect $1 stand. Or the perfect 69.69 stand. How far does this beam go? Does it actually go to the edge of the world? I don't think so. Okay, well the beam itself needs to look better. That's crazy though. What the fuck? Actually, a $54 tip. That's huge. Love you, bro. Deserve it for those kick-ass mods. I appreciate it, man. That's real kind of you. Shit. Thank you very much. All right, let's make this beam look cool. We're gonna get a cool beam system. Now no one will tip you again because 69.69 is a real tip goal. True. Until we hit 694. We get now we have to sit $694.20. That's the ultimate. That's the real tip goal, you guys. All right, let's see if we can't make this look a little bit better. So, profile density and everything's fine, but thickness, let's make this 10 times thicker and see what happens. Ooh, that's a bit of a beefier beam right there. That's only the center. Oh my god, there's so much to it. What if I just multiply it all by 10? Is it gonna look really terrible? I'm scared. Is this gonna look bad? This is probably gonna look really bad, isn't it? It's gonna be like a scarab beam, basically. 2.5 meters. Wait, 2.5 meters in this mod is actually huge because everything's scaled down so much. This is gonna be a massive beam. Fuck, alright, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Yeah, that's a big fucking beam right there. Looks pretty cool though. What noise does a beam make? I was just thinking that. Like right now, not having it do any noise kind of sucks. This beam looks good, but there's one part of it that's like square looking. Let me see. Game speed 0. One of the plasma bits is just a little bit too big. I think it's... Is it the center? I don't think it's the center. Hey, Bleb, thank you so much for the 941 tip. That's oddly specific, but thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. If you meant to put a message in it there and you just like messed it up, just type it in chat. I'll read it. Thank you so much for that. That's really kind of you. Okay, it's got to be the plasma. Because this is... Or is it pulse? Maybe it's pulse. I swear pulse is the one that's 3D though, and I really like the 3D one. Oh yeah, see it's a N-gon, so that can't be it. I don't think it's the center. Yeah, it's not the center, it's this. It's one of these two. So I think if I just shrink these two plasma ones, it should look a bit better. So let me reduce the thickness to 1.25 on both of these. Maybe that'll solve the issue. Ah, that seems to have fixed it. Sweet! Demon, thanks so much for the 5. Appreciate it. Wait, it's space. Why is there any noise? I would ask the same thing of Star Wars. I rest my case. I rest my case. Okay, what color should this be? The interior plasma is kind of an orange vibration. I guess, yeah, you would be hearing anything that directly impacts the ship you would hear, and if you were firing a giant laser, you would hear like the vibrations going through the hull. So if you want to get real scientific, yeah, anything that is directly attached to or touching the ship would in fact do it. Okay, what is this beam? The beam starts, it's got a purple core and it's like orange on the outside. And then by the time it gets here, it's like purple and whitish. So it really just like starts orange and then goes to this blue. I think it's cool, but it definitely feels like that is, it's literally just ripped off of the... It should all be purple. That's what I'm thinking. It should be like mostly purple. I don't know what you guys think, but... Plasma lances are yellow in lore? Are they? I didn't know that. Let's go third person and view it from the side. I don't actually know if I want this to come from the front now. I kind of want it to come from like the top of the ship or something. Feels just a little cheesy coming from the front. Not that like it's not supposed to. I think if they just came from like random parts on the top of the ship, it would look cooler. Yeah, I think maybe it'll do that. Purple and blue looks cool as fuck on Covenant vehicles. It really does. It really, really does. Well, let's make a new marker on the ship. We're gonna call it Laser Trigger. And if I recall, that somebody said that diagram the other day and I lost it. But if I recall, that's Halo 3. There were spots on like the top of the ship where lasers came from. Maybe like here? They put on the indents on the top? Yeah. It was like they just kind of appear out of places. They never really tell you where. They do it like there? No, that would look a bit weird. I don't hate it at the front. I want to say that. I think it doesn't look bad necessarily. It can come out of like here. I don't know, maybe it is best to be in the front. Let's see, you got your laser from the front, and then you fire off your missiles, and you continue lasering. Oh, speaking of which, before I forget, as cool as it is to have nice visuals, I do need to increase the damage pretty substantially. Also, there's a giant light volume system that I need to increase. This is firing 3P light volume system. Okay, we'll go objects, vehicles, me, cruiser small, weapons, plasma lance, throw that in there. Because apparently there is a light volume here. I haven't seen it though. Yeah. Oh, I see it. It's tiny. It's the tiniest little light volume ever. We gotta fix that. Gotta make it look good. Alright, let's check it out. Let's make the length 2.5. The thickness 2.5. I don't know. We'll see how that looks. We gotta refresh to see this light volume. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't see it at all anymore. What is it attached to? Secondary trigger, which is correct. For the beam noises using your own voice. Oh yeah, so every it'll be like this. It'll just be like, I've spotted an enemy UNSC frigate firing. Demon, thank you for the $5. It would be cool if the lasers came from the 4 fins on the front and came together to form one laser, or just fire 4 at once. That would be kind of cool. It would give the fins like something other than just like having them be there for the sake of looking cool. That's kind of a fun idea. Probably won't do it just because I do, as much as I shit on lore all the time, I do have some care for it. But that would be pretty cool. I could do that. We will see. We will see. Meantime, I gotta figure out why this light volume doesn't work. I made it really long. Made it thick. Maybe I need the profile length to be really long too. I just don't see it. I don't know why. Appear now. I would really like for this light volume to work because I think it would add a lot. Are there particles? Ooh, there are particles. You know what? Let me make these particles bigger. I think they'll look really good. Make them 10 times bigger. So they don't have any velocity, so this will go to 4 and 3, and that's fine. I'm just going to scale them up the same way I've done everything recently. Distortion rings have an initial velocity of 2.5 with a scale of 1.5 and 2.5. Then next up we got some spark embers. That's pretty cool. They've got initial velocity of 20 and 20, right? Okay. And the scale will be, we'll remove some zeros. And last but not least, we've got muzzle flash plasma, which should look pretty nice. Let's see, particle scale 2.5, 1.5, and then -1. That's kind of cool. It's a little too blue though. I'm gonna make it more purple. Hang on. Maybe make it that plasma a bit bigger. Let's do that. It's got, this is the muzzle flash plasma, and the color has no particle tint, which makes me think that the actual particle itself is really blue. Hold on. It's not. Interesting. Maybe I got the wrong particle. Spark ember, perhaps. No, it's got to be the plasma, right? I want all to fly around all the ships and it's just rejected going. That would be sick. Let's be real. That would be sick as hell, and that should definitely be a thing. Why is it so blue though? It's extremely blue. Oh wait, maybe it's that funny thing that happens with colors sometimes. Hold on, let me open the particle one more time. So this is muzzle flash plasma. And, oh, that's why it's using the soft plasma blue palette. What if I just make it like red in color? Won't that make it purple if I do that? No, it just made it red. Okay, I guess I have full control over the color. That is so blue. I get magenta to offset the blue a little bit, and a bit more red in there, make it very pinkish. It's really dark still. Maybe I can saturate it a bit more. Oh wait, there's more effects to it. Oh my god, wait, I'm so dumb! The LODs on these. No wonder I can't see anything. LOD always 1. Distortion ring, LOD always 1. Spark ember. LOD always 1. And muzzle flash plasma. Oh, now there's a lot more going on with that effect. That is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's keep it going then. Now we can do the spark embers. Actually, I'm going to keep the sparks the same, but the flash large is looking very orange. And I think I'm going to make it kind of pinkish blue. Like, maybe here? What does that look like? That looks pretty cool. Wow. Okay, now we gotta add a screen shake maybe, like a very subtle screen shake and a cool sound. And then it'll be way more satisfying to edit this. Like, a lot more satisfying. I think I can use the Scarab Beam sound on this. Or some other similar sound. So let's do an attachment. Add on primary trigger. And it'll be primary scale weapon firing, primary firing. And then we'll grab the sound effect, tags, sound, device machines, scarab, black can't, no, that's the projectile. I'm pretty sure the scarab firing sounds are still in the game. Pretty sure. Let me go to this folder, actually. Hold on. Scarab, wobble, steps, mech break. There's the charge sound. I'm so sure there's a Scarab beam sound in the game. Let me check. Objects, giants, whoops. Giants, Scarab, turrets, head turret. Maybe it doesn't have the sound anymore because the weapon itself isn't in the game anymore, so could add like my own. Even thank you for the $5 again, man. I mean, taking voice clips into Audacity and heavily modifying them into sound effects is a very common thing in game design. That is true. That is true. It's actually not like unreasonable to do, I would say. But ideally, I would mix together some other Halo sounds, kind of merge them, get a little wacky. Anti-air cannon, anti-infantry turret, disintegrator. Ooh. Gauss rifle? What am I looking at here? What is this? Oh, I guess that's just for the Gauss turret. But why did they name it that? Mac gun. Oh, love that. I suppose it could be the focus rifle sound for now. Actually, let me just... fuck it, man. Let me just open up the focus rifle and just copy that stuff over. It'll be easier. Copy entire block. Replace entire block. So focus rifle firing is good. Overheat's good. The sounds, I just don't need... Oh, maybe I do want the light, actually, but I don't need the first-person light. I would like to keep the third-person light. I'll add that in a second. And then there's overheated effect. I'll delete that. Then I'll copy the firing third-person light, and I want to steal that away so it can kind of glow up the front of the cruiser while it's firing. I think it'll be really nice. I just need to make the light really big. What color is it? Purple. Okay, that's good. 25 and 5. Okay, let's refresh. Alright, Alright, here's the thing. That is cool, but 25 is too big. I'll just bring it down to 15 and 1. And then I want to increase the intensity of it. Right now it's between 6 and 2.5. I'm going to do 12 and 5. Oh, right, and it should not be on primary trigger. It should be on... secondary trigger. Actually, maybe it wasn't so bad when it was really big. 25 and 5, and then... I don't know, let's see how that looks. Giant focus rifle. It does need to do some damage. Its normal sound is a bit too puny for big death laser. I agree. I'll probably end up adding custom sounds for it, because I think that'll end up looking a lot better. But let's get that closed down for now. Wait, is that... Oh, no wonder it wasn't working. Oh, I'm so dumb. Length 3.5. 3.5. 1.5. 0.5. Oh my god, I'm so dumb for that. I think the little light volume at the front should work now. Yeah. It's there now. It's a bit pointy, but it's there. Okay, it does need a really sick impact effect now, though, because currently... I don't even know. It doesn't have an impact effect I can even see. I want it to, like, hit stuff and then just, like, rip it to shreds, like, laser fire type. How about the H2A Scarab sound? That would be really good, actually. H2A Scarab sound is so fucking nice. Let me do this, though. There is a material effect for when you're firing, like, the... What are they? It's the... So right now it's using focus rifle material effects. Let me just go material effects, vehicles. I guess it would be weapons. Is there Seraph? Seraph quad cannon material effects. I'm gonna copy that. Make it mine. This will be not Seraph quad cannon, but cruiser plasma lance. Let's see how that looks. I don't know if I can even see it from here, but shoot, I can try. Yeah, I can't really see any impacts. That's okay, though. I'll fly a little closer here, and then I'm gonna make like a custom impact effect that just like sprays particles everywhere. Add fiery burns where it hits? Yeah. Yeah, I can't really see the impact effects. Let me do one thing, though. I'm going to see if that actually... it might be making, like, green explosions, because if I recall, the quad cannons are basically, like, phantom explosions. So let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to see it from this distance, but we will give it a try. It's cool, and it's definitely leaving, like, an orange light behind, but it needs to do more than that. So let's make it do more than that. So right now, the impact effect of the weapon tied to the projectile, which should be focus rifle beam dot projectile. We're gonna steal that one too, because it's no longer a focus rifle. It is a plasma lance beam. Hey, Hyper, thank you so much for re-upping for 5 months. I change color when I'm about to eat a door. What? Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, I had the wrong material effect anyway. I'm so dumb for that. Does it even have an impact effect? Does impact damage? Okay, so all the effects are handled in the material effect for this projectile. Good to know. So, fun little fact for those of you guys who have any interest in Halo modding. Any object or projectile or anything can have, instead of having like a really specific effect apply, like for all materials, there's like a field for that. But if you decide that you want things to look different depending on what material you're hitting, like you want something to have a snow explosion when you hit snow, or if you want it to have a plasma impact when you hit plasma, you can use what I'm doing right here, which is material effects. They're super handy. And basically, it's like a graph where you can choose different effects to play depending on what material it hits. And that's what I'm doing. So this is the plasma lance material effect, and this is what it looks like. It's literally just a big graph. But when you scroll toward the end of the graph and you see on the default material here, if I bring it down, you can see there's brittle, energy, hard, liquid, soft, and what I want. And those are sound effects right there. But I literally am just looking for this. There is the sound and the effect. The orange is the effect, blue is the sound, and this is the effect for whenever any material it hits. It uses this impact effect. But if I click update on it, I can grab the impact effect and I can make it into literally anything else. In fact, I don't even want to use this, but I'll take a peek into it. So all it has is some plasma impact coming off, where it just kind of sprays plasma and sparks. And then it's got these two things for a cheap light and a lens flare. Actually, this could work. This could work. I think I will use this. So update reference to the impact. Whoops, that's not what I want. Update reference, so we have the focus rifle impact. Now I'm just going to scale it up and see how it looks, because honestly that might be all I need to do. It's all these effects and things look really good, and scaling them up, I don't know, also looks good. So on the impact effect, I'm going to grab this cheap light, impact cheap light. I'm going to make it a much larger cheap light. I think I'm going to make it purple too, because right now the focus rifle, the end of the beam is kind of orange. It goes from like purple to orange, which looks cool, but for this beam everything's purple. So yeah, I'll be making this light purple. Yeah, the input color is that. I'm just going to straight up make it like a dark purplish like that. And then the radius, to make it bigger, it's 5 meters. Now when I fire, a big purple light. I guess you can't see it from this distance. Spin! Spin! There, you can see a nice bright purple light coming off when I hit the rocks down there. But we can do better than that. So let's keep going. After the purple light, we have a lens flare, impact lens flare. And I want to make this one look really good. Yeah, it's orange. We're, like I said, making that purple. I'll make it like a kind of brighter purple for that lens flare. I make the radius 10. To be honest, I really can't see that lens flare. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. Well, that's all fine and dandy, I guess. We can ignore that. We'll see it soon enough once I get the impact switched out. So now we have impact plasma particles, which I will make the scale 10 times bigger on, with a velocity 10 times larger for literally everything. LOD always 1 because I'm lazy. Velocity 5 to 10. The particle size is 1.5 to 2.5. Make sure the LOD is always 1 on this one as well. We do impact flash, which I'm going to assume doesn't have any velocity on it. Yeah, it doesn't. Instead, it's just going to be 10 times larger. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's all about LOD, facts, real, true. And this last one has an initial velocity of 10 and 20, and a particle scale 10 times bigger. All right, let's see how that looks. Nice. Oh, that's so good. But it is orange. Actually, maybe I should make it so the end of the beam is orange, kind of like the original focus rifle, because that looks pretty cool. Like it's scorching stuff, like fiery scorching. What do you guys think? Should I go back to when the beam went from purple to orange, like the focus rifle? Like the purple beam? Okay, should I make the... But the fire looks so good when it's orange. I feel like if I switch it to purple, it's gonna suck. Alright, let me try it. Let me try it. Let me do this. I'll keep the impact effect looking like that. But we'll switch back to the... where is it? Gotta refresh all these files. I made so many new ones. Plasma lance. Firing effect. Looking for the beam system. Where are you? There's the beam system. The beam system right now, that's the interior beam, which is fine. The exterior beam, that's the big one, where with its age... God, now I do have to reopen the weapons tab, damn it. We go focus rifle, FX, third person beam system, then we go to its pulse, the exterior beam. So it went blue to like orange to other orange. Let's see, maybe this looks good. Oh, it's the inverse though. No, that's not right. It should not end purple. Let's do the inverse of that. I think it'll look good. There we go. Kind of looks blue now. Probably because it is blue now that I think about it. Go main purple, and only the end of the beam is kind of orange. Ooh, I do like that. The only last thing I need to do then is make the impact cheap light this orange color. We can drag that down to here. Fuck it. Impact cheap light. Now, bam, the plasma lance just lights things on fire. Which kind of makes sense, because it's not the plasma lance that's causing purple plasma to spray. It's the plasma lance just superheating things, and pretty much everything superheats to like an orangish white color. Okay, you can't really see from here because it's a material effect, so I'm going to do something real brave. I'm gonna do something really brave, you guys. You can't dock me for this, okay? I know. But sometimes in life, you just gotta do brave things, and that's what I'm here today to do. I'm going to give this a proper impact effect so that it's visible from all ranges. I know. And then, and I'm sorry to do this, but I'm gonna clear its material effect so it doesn't double up. Now you can see this effect from many, many distances. I didn't want to have to do that, you guys. I'm sorry you had to see that. The CAS plasma lens to use blue or white? I agree. Bonk. Okay. Last but not least for the plasma lance, at least for the time being, I'll probably tweak it later, but I want it to do quite a bit of damage per shot. So I need to give it a... So it uses the focus rifle beam impact damage effect, and we'll have to check out how much damage that does, but I'm just gonna have to increase it pretty substantially. Whoops, no, we're not gonna call it focus rifle beam. This will be... Plasma lance beam damage effect. Okay, let's see how much damage we're dealing. So it's plasma type damage. Per shot does 3. And how many shots are we getting per second out of this? 30. So that means actually per second is doing 90 damage. Does that mean if I up this to 30, it'll do 900 damage per second? It's actually not very powerful against another cruiser. Let's see. Not bad. Shields are down. It's actually not that powerful currently. I'm just lasering the shit out of this other cruiser here, and it's not doing a whole lot. Alright, let's do triple damage. 90 per shot. So now we're 3 times the damage from before. Still not amazing damage, considering this thing has 25,000 health. You'd think it would do more, though. It's really just kind of like something to slowly trickle away its health. The missiles, the plasma torpedoes, they do a lot more. Hey Foxy, thank you so much for gifting that membership. Considering you have to be like pretty close to the front of the ship in order for this thing to fire properly, I feel like I really ought to up it. I'm gonna do something crazy, hold on. Give this thing a stupid amount of damage now. You do not want to get caught in front of a cruiser, that is for sure. Oh. Holy shit, this beam is melting through it. It is just melting it. I just have to say, I want so badly to improve the quality of the destruction effect. All I did temporarily was make it so the ship disappears and a big explosion plays. And I want it to look way cooler than that. I want it to like have small explosions and then boom, a main one, but not one that like blocks out the whole ship, but one that like explodes through the center of the ship and then like smaller explosions like break off other pieces. And then it's just like the ship is dead and like sitting out in space. Is laser gonna have a cooldown? Yeah, I haven't decided what the cooldown's gonna be yet, but it's definitely gonna have one. It's also got a relatively short range currently. I think I do need to increase the damage on it more though, I'm gonna be real. This is probably gonna be a disgusting amount of damage, but we will see. Still out of range. For considering this is like a pretty hard to use weapon, and this will be like the Covenant equivalent of what the UNSC have at their MAC cannons. Alright, here goes. It should be within range. Not quite. I've got to get... There we go.